What's going on? This is Shaylin from Altcoin Buzz. So for those of you guys who don't know me, because I know we've been getting a few comments below being like, who is this Shaylin guy? Well, I'm just another member of the team, just like Jeff and Steve. So I'm helping them find some really cool opportunities out there, and I hope that I can share it with you guys effectively. So before we get into today's video, let's have a look at today's market cap. So the current market cap is at 579 billion. In the last 24 hours, the volume has been 34.3 billion, with Bitcoin dominance on the rise again at 41.7%. So we are starting to see a lot more a lot more green, come into the market, which is always good to see. So congratulations to all of you guys who are holding out there. We are starting to see a little bit of red, but that's nothing to be really concerned about. So I have posted on our social networks asking you guys what should I review, and a lot of you guys have asked me to take a look at a cryptocurrency known as POWR. Now I do know we have covered this before on the channel, but POWR is looking to do some awesome things. So I'm just having a look at where it is. So at position 62, POWR is here. So the ticker is POWR. So it's currently 90 cents. And I'm going to show you why this is such an awesome opportunity and what they're doing could really change the world. So it's currently at 90 cents, as I said. It is 13.78% up today. The market cap currently for this cryptocurrency is 322 million. The volume in the last 24 hours has been 23.2 million, with circulating supply being 356 million, with the total supply being 1 billion. Now you guys might be thinking, the total supply is huge. Well, for a project of the size of what POWR is trying to do, it has to be huge. So just by looking at the chart, before we get into the full analysis of what POWR Ledger is, I think it's really important that we look at the chart. So this looks like a very healthy chart. As we can see, it is gradually increasing. We are starting to see a lot of dips, like here and there. But over time, we are seeing a lot of growth, a bullish chart moving forward, which is always good to see. Because you don't want to invest in a project out there which has just random spikes, for instance. That does not show growth. In fact, that's the time you should be very skeptical as to why exactly this thing is spiking, and then crashing all of a sudden. So as you can see, this is showing growth in the long term. So let's have a look at POWR Ledger and see what it is they are doing. So POWR Ledger. So in the simplest terms, what POWR Ledger is it's decentralized energy, which is owned by the people of the world. So if you guys have a few minutes, I would definitely recommend you guys watching this video where you can get a better understanding of what it is, but I'll just give you guys a quick overview. It's basically changing the way that we look at power, the way that we use power, and the way the power is used by others, essentially. So it's creating the new electricity network out there of the digital age. So during its ICO, it has raised 34 million. So this was raised during pre-sale and main sales. So they are constantly updating with the status of their projects, which is really good. As you can see, they have white papers in multiple language, which shows that they are supporting multiple language. Now you may be thinking, why is this really good to have multiple languages? Well, for the scale that POWR Ledger is looking to solve the electricity problem and just make it more decentralized and better for everyone over the blockchain, it's really important that they cater for all people all over the world. So it's really cool to see that they are looking at multiple languages out there. Definitely have a look at their white paper and see whether or not this is for you. But essentially what this is peer-to-peer trading. So let's just say, for instance, you're on holiday and you want to sell your electricity to someone else. You can do that via POWR Ledger, which you can't normally do with your electricity company currently. So it's Neo Retailer, and it is an embedded network, which is really cool to see. So you can wholesale your market, as I said, you can resell it, for instance, and it's really cool out there. So it's a distributed market management. So they're also looking at electric vehicles out there and power ports and carbon trading. They're really doing some awesome things out there. The biggest thing that they are working on right now is the transmission exchange, which is the management of transmission networks, essentially. So they talks about the different layers of the power ledger, for example, peer-to-peer, and all the different stages that we have just covered just above. So it's really cool. So they have started in quarter 3. So the actual date which they have started is on the 1st of November 2017. And as you can see, that was when the tokens came out around there. And currently, they have some really big plans moving forward into 2018. So we can see like the distribution growth pool, for instance. They're doing some really big things out there. For example, beta testing and stuff like that. So they have a really big, extensive team, again, which is always good to see. And some massive partners out there, such as Indra, Sunsteep, Witchcliffy, Western Power, and they're featured on some major publications out there, such as Forbes, ET, and some really big places out there. So, why do I think that POWR Ledger could be one of the top 15 coins of 2018? Well, to start off with, one of Australia's largest energy companies has already signed a 3-month trial with them. So that means that like one of the biggest companies, energy companies out there, is actually willing to take the chance, and try POWR Ledger. So if one of the biggest companies is willing to try this, that's definitely something to look into. Another key point is that they already have a working product. So this has been tested both in Perth and also in New Zealand over Vector Limited, which is really cool to see. So this is 1 year before even the initial release of the ICO. The biggest benefit of POWR Ledger is the addition of Dr. Gemma Green. So she's a deputy major of Perth. She's previously worked on JP Morgan and has a PhD in disruptive energy innovation. And she's really passionate about this ever since 2014. So she's really behind this. In fact, she's even been invited to be on Richard Branson's island with 50 other people who are associated with the blockchain technology. So this shows that, even billionaires such as Richard Branson are really taking initiative off this. So this looks to be changing something of the energy field, which should have been done a long time ago, in my opinion. But, POWR Ledger is constantly keeping everyone up to date with what they're doing. If we just have a look at their social channels, and let's click this, we can see that POWR Ledger has a pretty big community of around 47,000 members. And as you can see, they're launching merch to, show more support. And we already have a message from one of the managing directors, David Martin, who is talking about the highlights of what they have done so far in 2017. So in 2017, they've done some massive things out there. And their goals for 2018 are even bigger and stretch across multiple countries out there. As you can see, they've already focused on New Zealand and Australia. And they are focusing on going into other places such as India and just overall spreading the message of POWR Ledger and how they can decentralize energy and make it more efficient for other people out there. So yeah, guys, definitely have a look at POWR Ledger, because I believe in the next coming months or even the next coming years, this could be something really big out there. But of course, this is not financial advice by any means. Do your due diligence. I'd recommend you having a look at that video on their website, and of course having a look at their white letter. Also keep up to date with what they are posting on social media, because they are constantly keeping their supporters awake and aware as to where they are currently. And guys, if you're not doing it already, be sure to follow us on Instagram at AllCoinBuzz. So we are posting daily content out there. Hope you guys like what we're posting here. We're also on Twitter at AllCoinBuzzIO. Just remember to put the IO because we don't have at AllCoinBuzz. So we're also posting a lot of content on here. So we've been getting tons and tons of questions So we've created a Telegram group, which I will leave below. It's a really good way for you guys to connect with us, and I'll just show you what it looks like just a second. So it looks like this. So as you can see, we are growing rapidly. So we currently have 354 members. I've just recently increased the threshold for the group because before we only could put 200 members. So I've increased it, so now we can put up to 50,000 users. So it's really cool. People are dropping what they think about different coins, and if they have any questions they can tag us and so forth. All of the members of the team are on here, so I definitely recommend downloading the Telegram app. This is a mobile application and a desktop application, and it's really cool if you guys could write your questions here, because we're getting a bit overwhelmed with the queries that we are getting on Twitter and what we are getting on Instagram and just YouTube in general. So it's a really good place for us to respond to you guys in a timely manner. So that's it from me, guys. And if you love what we're doing, be sure to hit that subscribe button below. That way you are constantly up to date when we launch a new video. And if you want to be part of the notification squad and want to get constantly updated by the second as soon as we post a video, be sure to hit that bell notification. That way you'll be always up to date. Alright, that's it for me, guys. I will catch you guys on the next video.